Oh, welcome, Wildcards. We are on episode 10 of the
10.
Horror at Headstone Hill
That's right.
actual play. There are only how many episodes left, do you think, man?
3 episodes left. Tonight is episode 10, Shot Through the Heart.
Shot through the heart.
That's
Oh my
right.
god, I love these titles. The titles are
Thank
where
you.
it's at. It's really.
That's right. If I could just make a living titling other people's streams.
I mean, this is the problem. Is like there are no jobs in the industry for idea guys. Like there should
No.
be. It was
No.
like,
Yeah, it would be
oh
great.
yeah, idea a minute. Come on, guys, give me
That's
ten
right.
bucks an idea, and like I'll
Yeah.
just you guys go make them, and I'll just keep.
I'll go on Fiverr and just offer it for.
I mean, I've seen. I mean, there are some people in the RPG industry that kind of do that with Patreon. That's totally like, why is anyone paying you for this stuff?
That's right.
I don't know, but I mean, some of them make some money at it, anyways. So tell us, sir. Besides, so God has tried to wipe you off the map a couple times this week. There's flash flooding.
That's true. Flash
and-
flooding. We lost power a couple of times.
Yes. Well, yeah, we got some good rain here, a little bit of flash flooding. It didn't take my house away on a houseboat yet, but I'm kind of ready for that. So if it happens, okay, like it'd be fun. I mean, Simon lived on a houseboat for several years. I could just call him up and be like, Simon, it's not really it's a house that's floating for a while, a bit now.
Yeah, what
how
do I
make
need to
this
know?
work? Right,
That's
what
right.
do I need to know? And
Yeah.
make it
Well,
work.
you're in Colorado, so can't you just take it like a Jeep engine oxygen intake and put it on the side of your house?
Right,
and
the little
you'll be-
snorkel.
Yeah.
Yes, I do have two unused Jeeps in my driveway because I'm not going to get rid of them. But I love them. But I need more. I need more money than I currently have to fix them up. Like my awesome '93 Jeep needs like all new. It's not just the brakes. It's like all the stuff, like the
Ooh,
the
yeah.
calipers and the whole setup.
Yeah.
So like just getting new brakes would be unsafe. And I'm like, I don't want to kill myself.
Yeah,
And
no
then
reason to do that.
Right. And I've got an awesome V8 Grand Cherokee that I'm just like, gas right now. Baby, I can't feed you the way you deserve, so you're just going to have to sit. So, right? I can pet you, but I can't
That's
afford
right.
to put gas in you. So, anyways, tell us, sir, where are we on the grand arc of adventure in Headstone Hill?
Well, we've taken a slight detour. The group knows that they have to go deal with whatever's lurking in the aspen forest. And by the way, if you're following us on social media, we generated a bunch of our social media for this week to like say, hey, here's what we're doing. We did with Midjourney. So thanks to Chris for doing that. The aspen ones we got were like creepy aspen forests were way too on point. There's something out there in the ether that was like, yes, use me.
Mid-Journey does tip a little dark. Like
It does. Yeah, there's definitely like a Lovecraftian influence. Yeah. Maybe it's not really an AI. Maybe it's like a bunch of Migos linked together, quickly painting.
Right? This is how they get into us. This is like
That's
this
right.
is like the guys, free art generation, and we're all like, yes, Migos,
That's right.
Migos, Migos. I know, yes, true.
So they're at Gunsight. Well, they're near Gunsight. Gatling Heaston, the son of Jeremiah Heaston, the big mundane bad, if you will. He's not evil. He's just super greedy. But the group took him out with extreme prejudice.
But naming your kids after weapons is just a thing to do.
That's not a great sign. But he tried to force the group into bringing his father to Gunsight and has led them into an ambush. Now, he is also allied with the Little Rock Irregulars, which, as we found out last week, are the group of rail jumpers who killed Ada's husband. And so Ada's out for vengeance. Wickers was told that they have something that belongs to him. He thinks it's his nose, but sadly, that is not what it is. Wickers, if you're watching this, your nose is not here. Your nose lies in another castle. And
but take this.
But take this instead. Take this flower. And got to get a Mario reference in. And so when we left off, there were several snipers, and one of them put a bullet into Sister May's chest, and we left it there. We don't know if Sister May is going to survive or not. So we'll see.
It's a fantastic cliffhanger to be on. I mean, like one, bastards to shoot at a nun, even if she is.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Now, when Gatling is killed, he will have earned whatever way he goes out. It's not going to be like an accidental death. Karma is coming for him.
right. No pallbearers for his funeral
No.
because he shot the nun. That's
That's
just
right.
It's a step too far. It's a shot in the dark too far.
It's oh.
Oh, so right? I think it was good. The so tell us. I mean, it's a great place to be. Tell us what can we expect in the next few episodes now that we're coming up on the big.
We're coming up on the end. So I think my plan is we're going to hopefully. I mean, with this group, who knows? But the general outline is tonight we're going to have a couple of fights. We're going to have a very personal fight with some snipers and Gatling Heaston. And then we're going to go into a dangerous encounter as the group tries to clear Gunsight out and recover Prospector Bob, probably with a little bit more spotlight on Ada's killings as she's going through the Little Rock Irregulars. And then the group heads into the forest to end the threat of the, speaking of a Lovecraftian tinge, right? The dark mother of the forest who's out there. And then we'll wrap that up, hopefully in three more, total of 3 episodes, episode 12. And then we'll probably do like a debrief, just kind of campaign post-mortem like I always like to do. And then we're also talking about, so John Doom, who if you've been in the chat, he is an agent of chaos. He desperately wants to play a game of Savage Rifts. So I think after we do the post-mortem, I may just do a one-shot of Savage Rifts. Chris, if you're free and would like to play, I would love to have...
let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it.
Do a one-shot.
I'll put some glitter on and be Glitter Boy.
That's right.
I think that's how that works, right?
That is. I think that's exactly how it was imagined in Kevin's mind all those years ago.
Yes, totally. It's just, put a little like leather straps here and there. Bloody glitter.
You got to mount the disco ball on your head so that it just reflects out.
Oh my god! I mean, I got the chrome dome, so I could like put the little mirrors on the actual head.
I think we have a one shot.
We do. I mean,
yeah.
Talk about life of the party. If you like the actual disco ball,
that's right.
Disco bald. Oh my god, we have to trademark this.
Oh man,
new hair solutions for men. Disco bald.
Disco bald. We'll bring it back. Oh my gosh. See, you're getting a little bit of a glimpse of what goes on in the pre-show.
Right? Guys, we're talking like there needs to be the idea guy job. I know I keep saying this. There isn't one in the industry. We need one because we just came up with Disco Bald trademark. I mean,
that's right.
Like, put it in front of the Shark Tank folks. It'd be genius. Like, instead of paying hundreds of dollars every 2 weeks to go and have a hair person put like a wig and then on your head, we could just affix disco mirrors and you could be disco bald and it'd be that. Yes.
And that's going to be a new power that I'm going to put in my supers game that I'm going to run. You can Disco Bald will be a villain in the game, and that will be his blind.
Oh, totally, like
focus.
Lasers and Disco Bald. Oh yes. See, this is the thing now.
There we go.
This is how the best ideas happen. I mean, I'm sure Tolkien was sitting around. He
this is
missed
the Inklings,
this one,
right? Like this is the Inklings, right?
This is how it happened. I mean, I'm sure the entire language, the Dwarven language, came about because he was sitting around and he's like, "Wow, this like QVC stuff's really cool. What could I do but with elves?" And then it's just,
There you go.
Right. I mean, it really is. It is kind of a QVC story if you think about it. I mean, it's like this long journey to return unwanted jewelry. So totally on the QVC.
There you go. Yeah.
Oh my God, the things we think of. Since we're getting near the end, what are other cool stuff that you're doing? Otherwise, like where can people find you elsewhere? What other projects are you working on? What other fun stuff does JM get to?
There's a lot. So you can always find me on the Iconic Production channel. I do Behind the Screen twice a week where we just talk about game design. We're going to be interviewing on Sunday after this episode. We're going to be interviewing Rob Hainso of Pelgrane Press. 13th Age 2nd Edition's coming out, and I get to I'm still the line developer on that, so that's fun. I got a new Jackals book coming out in November, which is a lot of fun, and I got some other projects that I'm working on. I'm doing a lot of the initial writing for Thieves World. There's a new Thieves World RPG that's coming out that I get to do the setting. I've got some Torg stuff that I get to work on, which is, we know Torg and Savage Worlds are sort of kissing cousins.
Right? The whole Space 1889 thing was like
Space 1889 as well, yeah. So,
now you play with this, yes.
That's right. I get to play with all of Shane's old toys, which is fine. I love it.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, that's what, if Toy Story 3 taught us anything, it was I don't actually know, but I know that toys were handed off to a new generation. So,
and it was fun, and it was cool.
and it was fun. It was
and
great.
people
Yeah.
cried. Adult men cried. At least
That's
one
right.
did.
That's right.
Yes. So the we got a couple more minutes because
Sure.
because we do.
We
do. What other cool stuff? So outside of gaming, what other cool stuff have you gotten up to? What's your? I'm gonna steal this from like Harlan and Joe who do our Savage Summer Showcase. They're like, what other cool things do you need to promote?
What other cool things do I
Like,
personally?
I'll start.
Go for it.
So you
Yeah,
have
hit
some
us.
time. So I just started watching C, the Apple TV
Yeah.
epic TV show where it's like everybody's blind for several generations, and then sighted children come into the world, and they are both terrifying and valued, and it's really good. I'm impressed. Jason Momoa holds it down on the one side, and the production values are fantastic. I like period pieces, and I know it's like technically future Earth, but you
Yeah.
know, with the tech level has crashed. But it definitely gives sort of Game of Thrones vibes.
Okay.
In the kind of the scale, it kind of looks at it's like epic storytelling. Definitely political intrigue and backstabbing. And the thing I really like about it, though, is unlike some other shows that hint at their big moments, is it moves along at a brisk pace.
Okay.
It doesn't tease you for very long with the, for instance, like Lost. Lost held things above your head for 5 seasons, and then they never resolved them.
Right.
And you're just like, did you even know where you were going, or you just did stuff to
They
be
did
provocative, right?
Yeah.
So this one, the first season, the germination of the first season is like, okay, apparently there's this dude who has sight, and he has gone around and kind of planted his seeds, so to speak, among several tribes and created sighted children. And so the first season is like you get a little flashback of him at the beginning, but then the rest of it is like the hunt to go find him. Like,
wow.
And they don't, you find him by the end of the season, like big spoiler. So they don't do this like, we're going to take 5 seasons before we let you find the big thing. No, you find the big thing, and then they quickly steamroll into new plots and new consequences of all
That's
that
awesome.
stuff happening. So I'm like, that's that, and it's like on Apple TV, and like I'm not an Apple person, so I mean, I'm not going to pay for Apple TV, so take that for what it is. And so I have a friend who lets me watch or whatever. Yeah, but it's good. It's really good.
I'm going to be honest. Like, I've been impressed with Apple TV. Like, Ted Lasso has been great. Severance has been good. I've wanted to watch C. Foundation, I've got to get time to sit down. It's not the Foundation novels, but they've picked up like the big themes and are working with it. The one that I'm on a personal crusade to bring back that I've done nothing on. So this is like just a purely intellectual crusade. Did you watch Raised by Wolves?
Yes.
That was my favorite. I feel like that is some of the best science fiction that we have actually, like, new, original, like what science fiction used to be that we've gotten in a very long time. And then it canceled it.
The unfairness of this stuff, like I even suffered through, what was the recent one with like Sissy Spacek and it's like
is that the one where they had the house with the
on top
portal
of,
underneath?
the portal and thing.
Yeah.
So the premise cool, little too slow for me, and like we're not gonna get any answers now because apparently like not gonna get another season, and I'm like, oh guys, you do this, you get me on the precipice, but I don't begrudge filmmakers the hard work that they have to do with even getting something launched, and then you've got capricious network executives who have neither your interest nor your audience interest in mind when they make their decisions on stuff. So
they make it completely antiseptically right.
It's
so far removed. However, have you watched 30 Coins?
Loved it. 31AS. Oh,
they're doing
my God.
a new season.
So good. I loved it.
Amazing.
It's so inspiring. I mean, it fits right in with this whole RPG I've been working on in the background for way too long. It just the relic nature of it, and so good. Love the acting. Yeah.
And the end, without spoiling it, the end, because it walks like people ask me how do I describe it. I'm like, oh well, it's Lovecraftian Cthulhu. cosmic horror.
With a bit of like Da Vinci Code thrown in.
Catholic cosmic horror.
Yeah,
and everybody's like,
yeah.
how do you do that? I'm like, they nail the ending, because depending on whether you're looking at it from a nihilist perspective or a Catholic perspective, the ending still works.
Yeah.
Like, well,
it's
done.
true. I mean, if you think about it, this is like such a long conversation, and we've come to our time limit. But Catholicism is like the root of almost all horror. I mean, like the ritual nature of Catholicism is like just the fruit bed of where most of that stuff comes from.
Yeah.
And so it's like, yes, and Cthulhu is a totally different horror paradigm that doesn't come from there.
Yeah.
So why not do both? Porque
That's right.
no los dos? And
That's right.
Yeah, 30 monedas or whatever it is, 30 monedas. It was yes, with the subtitles, fantastic.
Yes, perfect.
That and the other one that was like the warrior nun, I think they called it. Like those were some really good.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, that one's good. Add it to your list. Okay, so we got homework to watch, guys. So we're going to roll into episode 10 right now because it's awesome of Horror at Headstone Hill actual play. Very few episodes left, so enjoy all the revenge and possible character death. We don't even know yet. The dice have not been rolled on this. Someone could die. So we're going to roll right into that, guys. So cheers.